Hey guys, about to play the second match before I enter this deck in a modern tournament to see, how it stands. I won the first match against the mono blue Delver thing, and this time, wow, that's a weird hand. And this time, yeah, so this time we're going to match two, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to keep this, as you probably saw, which is a little crazy maybe. The 3 cranial platings and the 3 etched champions is kind of disgusting. Like, if I can just 3, my opponent's going to be in a lot of trouble. It's a weird hand, though, for sure. We'll play our Citadel. That way, when our dude comes in play, he'll just immediately have, whatchamacallit. Oh, he may be about to spell pierce it, though. Metalcraft is what I was trying to say. If he spell pierces it, I'm going to be pretty sad. Spell pierce. He smells snare, I mean, that's it. Yeah. Trying to decide what I'll do now in the next turn. I don't think I want to play an etched champion until he's like protected. So I think we're just going to try to play another cranial plating. Yeah, let's just try to play another cranial plating. See if our opponent lets us. Good old control. See what he does here. Mana leak probably. Remand. That's not quite as bad. It does draw him a card though, which is kind of awful for us. Play out Buried Ruin and we'll end our turn. It'd be nice to just like draw Darksteel Citadel. And just, I mean, he could still counter Etched Champion. Is this the same guy we played earlier? I don't think it is. Played that game a few hours ago. I know you're probably, if you're watching it, you may be watching it right afterwards. But no, he was mono blue. This guy's red. It's very similar though. The control matchup is interesting to see at any rate. He managed to run over the other guy, although he did beat us in game 1 after a slow start. And this guy probably runs Lightning Bolt and Friends. Right, our Forge. So we're going to try to play Cranial Plating again. Next turn we can... Oh, it resolved that time. How nice. And then we're going to try to play another Cranial Plating, because, why not? Since he's apparently passing a priority. Okay, so now we can get Etched Champion in play, and he'll have Metalcraft, but that's only if he resolves, of course. Maybe I should wait till I have 6 mana. I don't know. Mana. It's gotta have Cryptic Command. I think I am gonna wait till I have 6 mana since we basically have it. And then it's unlikely he'd be able to counter both of them. Yeah, we'll just wait till 6. We'll have it next turn, so. And then we can try to play both. And then once it resolves, chances are he won't be able to deal with it. Yeah, I can't think of anything that can, in these colors. I mean, obviously if you had a board clearer that doesn't do damage, but it's all red has is like Anger of the Gods, and that one will kill an Etched Champion with Metalcraft, which he'll have. So this has been a pretty weird way for me to play, but the hand I was given, was not so much an aggressive one as one that just needs to get its stuff together. So I think we're probably going to manage to slip an Etched Champion into play this turn, even if he counters the first one. So let's see. Tap, 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 and Etched Champion. Cryptic Command. I mean, it's possible he has Mana Leak and Remand or something. But leaving up 4, is pretty suspicious. Okay, he's going to Snapcaster. What the hell is he going to get? Oh, Remand. That's fine. He knows we're going to replay it, even if he remands. So, but we won't be able to put the Cranial Plating on it this turn if he does that. All he's got is Remand that can counter it in his graveyard. Yeah, he just wants to draw more juice. Okay. Well, luckily there's no force of will in this format. So Edge Champion resolves. I do need to be careful when I have two. I actually have one from Modern. No, these are from Modern Masters. I have one from whenever it was originally printed. It has different art, so I could have given away that I had two different Edge Champions in my hand if I wasn't careful there. Okay, seems a little desperate. Interesting, he decided to do that during his own turn. Not very control playery. So we'll equip cranial plating, and we'll equip cranial plating. Then I'm going to try to resolve another one. So that's 12. I'm a little worried he may have something like Ether Spouts, something that'll bounce everything, so I don't think I want to play out both the other creatures in my hand, or one of them even. I think it's better to just bash for 12. Alright. So he's in pretty big trouble, barring drawing, exactly what he needs. Cryptic Command can still tap them. It just says tap all creatures, so that could buy him another turn. And his graveyard's not especially intimidating. We're going to side in our Aethersworn Canonists against Snapcaster Mage, just like we did in the last match against the mono-blue control Delver thing. This is a blue-red control Delver thing. Interesting. He's got Cryptic Command to buy him a turn. So, guessing anyway. What did we draw? Okay. So, we're just going to swing with both of them. I'm sure Cryptic Command's happening, so I probably won't get to swing with both of them. Bounce of Cranial Plating. Oh, Deceiver Exarch. So he'll tap down. Oh, he can't tap it. So what am I worried about? That's protection from all colors. So I think you lose if that's your game plan. Yeah, he does. I think he forgot that protection from all colors meant that. Okay, so we want Aethersworn Canonist. It's good against Guy with flash creatures and counter spells anyway. So we're going to bring those in. For sure. Bring them both in. What's he going to side in against me? Is a question worth asking, but I don't think we need Dispatch against this opponent. That's more for opponents with like Tarmogoyfs and Tassigurs than it is for the control matchup. I think that's it. Maybe we'll get another really weird hand this time, like last time with 3 cranial platings, 2 Etch Champions, and 2 lands. That was really weird. That's Magic for you, though. You never know what's going to happen. He seems to be sideboarding. He may have Shatter Storm or Granulate, each of which would make me pretty sad. And I'll probably play a little more conservatively this time around because I bet he did side one of those in. Probably Shatter Storm if he's a high roller. But Granulate destroys all our creatures just as well. So, and it destroys all of Affinity's creatures just as well, I think. So, All of not just creatures, but everything. So I'm not really sure why people run Shatterstorm, to be honest with you. It destroys all artifacts, but is way more expensive. And we got a mulligan that. 2-ditch champions again, though. That's a keeper, though. These new foils, I'm pretty in love with the new foils. That is a change I can get down with. So we're gonna try to play Vault Scourge. We'll see how it goes. Happened, so that's something. We may actually be playing Splinter Twin, since he's running Deceiver Exarch. We may be playing Splinter Twin, which I don't have a great board for, I guess. Trying to think. I mean, I definitely have ways to sort of hinder them, but I don't have any way to stop them. So that's not great. Just our removal. So we may actually have wanted Dispatch now that I'm thinking about it, because Galvanic Blast can't always kill them unless I have Metalcraft. Can't kill. It can kill the Pestermite at least, but it can't kill the other thing, Deceiver Exarch. And we'll play our plating. And I'll end my turn with that. We do have a lot of burn in our hand right now, and if Tempered Steel manages to resolve next turn, that'd be pretty good. Although, I mean, he could just kill our dude in response. Oh, it's not blue-red, it's blue-red-green Delver. So it probably is Delver. He just maybe has a Splinter Twin package in it as well. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is try to equip my Cranial Plating. We'll see what he does about it. Probably shouldn't have used my mana like that to do it, though. Don't do that at home. Since now I don't have red up. He's got the Exarch and the Twin already. He might. Which is bad news. We wouldn't have been able to kill it anyway, even if we, I mean, yeah, no, we couldn't have killed it. Well, I guess he doesn't have it yet. If we can get another Cranial and Plating in play, we can Galvanic Blast the thing at least. Or a Glenhawk Idol, that works too. I'm going to try to play the Glenhawk Idol. This time we're going to leave our mana untapped properly. See if that resolves. Looks like it does. So if he tries to use removal here, I'll Galvanic Blast his Deceiver Exarch in response while we still have Metalcraft. Ancient Grudge. Yeah, so we're going to use Galvanic Blast now while it'll still do 4. He can blow up 2 of our artifacts too, is what's bad news. He probably will blow up our Vault Scourge now. Or maybe not. We do have another Cranial Plating in his hand, but of course he doesn't know that. So... yeah, Ancient Grudge is a pretty nice sideboard card against us. That may be all he sided in. Okay, so we're going to play our Clifftop Retreat. I'm going to try to play another Cranial Plating. Although maybe I should go for Tempered Steel. No, I'm going to go for the Cranial Plating. I have gotten a lot of those in this game. This match against this guy, I'm sure it's frustrating for him, but he's probably got a way to deal with it. He doesn't have Cryptic Command mana, so at least there's that. He could play Deceiver Exarch, I guess, but even then our Glinhawk Idol would become a creature. He's going to take damage one way or another this turn. I mean, he can Ancient Grudge whatever I try to equip it to. But then I can use whatever mana I have left to equip it to the other thing. So, granted, it's not going to be giving a huge bonus after he Ancient Grudges something. But it's still something. Yes. So let's try to do this. He may wait till combat, in which case he could play the Exarch, tap our guy, and then we can't do anything about it. I'm sure he's going to Ancient Grudge something. It's still in his graveyard. Probably the Cranial Plating, yeah. Makes sense. Maybe I should have tried playing Tempered Steel instead. We'll try it next turn. If we draw a land, we can Tempered Steel and Lightning Helix. And that'll just be game. Oh, actually it won't be because, yeah. Well, we drew yet another Cranial Plating. That's pretty outrageous. And we're going to play it. Okay. Oh, that's from the Magic Origins draft I posted this week. I mean, you've probably already seen that. I think I'm posting this later. So what's he doing here? I forgot what we're doing. Is he bouncing or just drawing? He's just drawing. Okay. And countering, of course. Countering, too. We're going to go ahead and turn on our Glinhawk Idol anyway. And hit him for 3. So he's getting pretty dangerous life total territory given the Lightning Helix we have in our hand. Still not sure this is twin or what's going on. Like, we've seen Deceiver Exarchs. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's clearly a tier 1 deck. I mean, it has all those power cards. But, or at least it's trying to be a tier 1 deck, but I don't know what it is. If you know, let me know in the comments. It seems to be like a Delver twin hybrid, sort of. Okay. Well, let's try to play Tempered Steel first. I'm sure, like, so sure it gets countered, but let's give it a shot. Okay, so let's turn on our Glinhawk Idol. Try to swing for the win. Cryptic Command again. Looks like. What else could tap all my creatures and save him? No, Pestermite. Okay. That's not great news, especially since we just tapped down our land that could have killed the thing. So he may have twin in his hand. If he's got the twin in his hand, now we just die. So let's see if he does. But if he doesn't, we have Lightning Helix. Splinter Twin looks likely, though. Yeah, that is GG. Oh, I think we also want our, because this technically becomes an activated ability on these creatures. So we want our Phyrexian Revokers. And I think we can lose our Porcelain Legionnaires, even though they're better and more aggressive. And I think we also might want Dispatch, because at least in response to the twin, we can even just tap the creature. So, and slow them down a turn at least. And Helix actually isn't great because it's never going to be able to kill. Yeah, let's do that. It's never going to be able to kill the Deceiver Exarch. So, yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Let's go with that. So when I play that, I would name like either Deceiver Exarch or Pestermite. If I can get two in play, I would name each of them. But he can blow them up, of course, so maybe Pithing Needle is better, which is something I mentioned in another video. It's a good hand, though. So we'll play our Court Homunculus. Yeah, we're going to get Metalcraft in a hurry with this hand. Court Homunculus is another card I'm not super sure about, but there aren't very many other good one-drop artifacts that are reasonably priced. Chronometon is maybe. So we're going to play our Idol first. Although maybe we should play our Canonist first. Might be getting greedy thinking about all the activations. So yeah, this is definitely a twin deck. I don't usually see them run green. Maybe they run it just for Ancient Grudge. The flashback on Ancient Grudge. Yeah, if I played the Canonist, he might not have been able to... yeah, he might not have been able to... he might be able to cantrip twice now this turn or something, because I didn't play the Canonist. Okay. I think we try to play the Canonist. And then even if that fails, we can play a Homunculus. So let's play the Canonist. Okay. We have Lightning Bolt or something. Haven't seen it yet, though. And there it is. It's funny. Be nice to top deck our Tempered Steel. Okay. It's tapped out, though, is the good news. Man, the Court Homunculi just keep coming. So I'm going to play another one. And then I'm going to play this and name Deceiver Exarch. This is definitely something they need to update. Every time there's an update, I hope I don't have to go through this freaking list. Like, at least give me easy access to all the cards my opponent has already played in this game. You know? Or something. Okay, where the hell? DEA. Okay, alphabet. Deceiver Exarch. There he is. Alright, now we pass the turn. Just gonna cryptic command. I can feel it. Snapcaster Mage for a lightning bolt and get a 2-for-1 basically. That's not good. He's probably gonna kill this too. Well, yeah, he's got to. Too bad he killed our Aethersworn Canonist. That's a good reason to do it. Still goes to 8 this turn and then 7 with his Misty Rainforest. Yep. But he did just deal us. Player Edge Champion now, though. Alright, so we'll hold on to that. Make him think it's a Galvanic Blast or something. I wish it was. Yeah, if we top deck Galvanic Blast, I would be pretty happy. What's he getting now? Roast? Yeah. Roast will turn off our Metalcraft. Roast are one of our Homunculi, and we'll lose Metalcraft. Now, granted, there's a lot of cards in our deck we could draw that would just restore Metalcraft, but... Well, that'll work. Doesn't give us Metalcraft, but it gives us a lot of damage that he has to deal with. He's got a block, and it's going to go to 3. On their turn, just keep holding on to this card. Deck doesn't really need more than 3 lands anyway. He can kill our Edge Champion now, though. But he's got to kill both our creatures. Play a blocker and kill one of our creatures and buy him a turn. Wonder what he's got. Passing. Maybe Cryptic Command. Which will indeed cause us some problems. If there's a Canonist, I think we go to declare combat first. Wait a second, what's he got in his graveyard? Anything he can Snapcaster and hurt me with? No. Because I really want that Canonist to resolve. Like, if I play it now, he'll counter it and tap my creatures, but if I go to combat first, he has to tap my creatures. So, let's make him tap my creatures. Deceiver Exarch. Yeah, that'll work. Buy him a turn anyway. Although, I'm dumb. If I'd played my Canonist, I would have had protection and would have been able to swing, but whatever. I was worried about a Cryptic Command. I was just assuming he wouldn't resolve. I think it was okay to play around. I mean, knowing what I do now, it of course would have been better to do this first. But it's entirely possible he had a counterspell. He still could have had the 1 blue mana counter target spell with converted mana cost 2 spell. Can't imagine that he can go off right now. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. But with our Canonist in play, he can only play, yeah, there we go. That's why I wanted to resolve it. Like, even if he had, like, some way to generate a bunch of mana and play 2 spells, he can't. So, all right, so the deck's doing pretty well. It's beaten Mono Blue Delver, and Red Blue Twin, which are 2 of the most, well, Mono Blue Delver is not. That guy's is a little different than normal, but it was still a good challenge. And we also managed to beat, this one is basically the tier 1 deck, the blue-red Splinter Twin deck, so we did well. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll play one more game sort of as a warm-up, and then the next videos you see with this deck will be me playing in a modern tournament of one kind or another. So anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like,